Hey Narwhals, I'm your host Luke Narwhal, and welcome back to another weight loss video. Hope you enjoy. No longer obese or overweight, and it's strange. I'm around 70 pounds down, going from 200 pounds to 127. As a 5'6" woman, I'm well within the healthy weight category now. It's just such a weird feeling. Absolutely nothing in my closet fits anymore. I've been overweight since elementary school, so I don't have any old clothes to fit into. I had no idea of what a thin version of me looked like going into this. Small shirts and size 4-6 pants fit. They fit. After being a size 14-16 for so long, I'm still amazed by this. Sometimes I'll catch a glimpse of myself in the mirror and have to do a double take. Heck, a kid at summer camp referred to me as skinny. And I'm still trying to process that, as I've never been called skinny before. I still remember being in second grade and the kid sitting next to me expressing shock at how much bigger my leg was compared to his. So having someone call me skinny almost feels wrong. I'm definitely not used to this whole actually being at a healthy weight thing. But hey, I'm proud I even made it here in the first place. It is. I went from 200 pounds to 130, but now sit more comfortably at 132 and I'm 5'7", so I feel this in my soul. The weirdest part for me is people calling me tiny when I've been overweight my whole life. It has gotten better, but I will catch glimpses of myself in the back of a video or photo and think, that's me? You should be proud of yourself because I know it was not easy. It will become more normal after a while though. I'm still not 100% there myself yet, and it has been a year since I've gotten down to my smallest, but I feel more and more comfortable in this new body every day. Congrats, that's amazing. You must feel so accomplished. How long did it take you to get down to 127 pounds? Did you hit any plateaus? If so, how do you break through them? And thank you. It took me about 8 months. Started trying to lose weight January of this year. Though I noticed I did lose about 5 pounds from November 2020 to January 2021. Surprisingly enough, I didn't really hit any plateaus. So maybe a week or two, but that was about it. I feel you. Whenever I go shopping, I still look out for the bigger sizes and end up having to return them because I'm much smaller now. But it's such a weird feeling because I used to wish I could fit in those small cute tops and pants and dresses, and now I just do. Yup, I always told myself I was more of a tomboy, and those cute girly clothes just weren't my style. Now I realize that I like wearing the cute stuff too. I just didn't feel like I pulled off that style well before. I'm in a similar boat. I finally hit the normal BMI range after a lifetime of being overweight and obese and had to toss out my entire closet. I always reach for a size 8 because when I was a size 12-14, 8 was the smallest size I could even imagine wearing. And it's always weird when I end up buying a 2 or 4 because I have like 4 sizes with me in the dressing room, and I always think that there's no way that the smaller sizes will fit. Congratulations, it's such a strange but freeing feeling. Oh gosh, I do the dressing room thing too now. I'm still not even sure what size I am. I found these nice shorts recently. They only had a size 6, and as I put them on, I noticed they were loose. A 6 being loose on me is not something I'm used to. Gotta agree with your last sentence. I am so happy for you. That must feel wonderful. I can't wait till I can say that myself. I calculated how much more weight till I'm out of the overweight category yesterday, and although it's much smaller than the obese category, it's still enough that it's gonna be a while. I'm 186 pounds today, and to be no longer overweight, I need to be 159. I can't wait to say that I'm not fat anymore. Of course, I will probably still look it. You ever heard of skinny fat? It's when you're more fat than muscle, ergo fatter than the average fatty at any weight if one were to actually measure body fat alone. Asians are often naturally skinny fat, and therefore more prone to early diabetes. Their obesity BMI is lower than the rest of the world for this reason. However, they're also less likely to get obese in the first place, due to a strict social pressure on appearance and of course a unique diet. Sorry, I'm a nerd, shutting up now. So jazzed for you, excellent work. I've been all sorts of weights, including size 14-16. I'm about a size 8 now, and I want to get down to 127 pounds or so, like you. I'm 5'6". I grew up skinny though, and I've learned a few things along the way. I'm working on a theory, and the theory is this. We must all change our views of ourselves in order to maintain a healthy weight. The mind will play tricks on us by falsely thinking it needs to get us back to the weight that we grew up with. It doesn't work the same way when one grew up skinny as opposed to not, but there are effects both ways. This feeling that you're having that this body is not yours, try to talk back to that. Say things like, this is me, this is how I've always meant to be, this is what I look like, and this is permanent. As I've said, this is just a theory, but identity is a big thing in brains, and you have corrected your bodily identity. Now you gotta train your brain to course correct too. Congratulations. May I ask how long it took you and how you did it? Thanks. It took me about 8 months. Note, I did lose 5 pounds before I really started trying to lose weight, but the bulk of it was done this year. At first, I counted calories using a food scale, but now I kind of just loosely track. I'm pretty sure my calorie intake is somewhere around 1400 to 1600. I eat pasta, cereal, and bread less often now. Same goes for snacks such as candy and chips. Overall, I've just been trying to eat healthier, like by incorporating more fruits and veggies into my meals and snacks. Portion control was another big one. I realized I can still enjoy things like mashed potatoes and ice cream, I just don't need as much of it. I haven't really done much exercise, although I know I probably should. You've inspired me to get back on the wagon with weight loss. Your story is so much like mine. We're even the same height and starting weight, and I too have been chubby my whole life. I eat pretty healthily and lift weights 3 to 4 times a week, but I definitely need to cut my portions down and stop drinking so much beer on the weekends. I've never been skinny, and I would love to experience what you've talked about here. I've lost weight in the past and loved how it felt, but I've let things go in the past year or so. Lockdown, yay. I've ordered a digital scale to weigh my portions, and I'm gonna start tracking my calories once again. Thank you for sharing your story. That's great. You've done it before, so you can do it again. That's amazing. Congrats on your huge accomplishment. I myself lost about 60 pounds 4 years ago to get down to a healthy weight. I was always athletic, but overweight my whole life. Being thin was so weird and so foreign to me. I still thought of myself as the fat girl. Some jerks still called me fat and ugly. Now I put some of that weight back on since COVID started, but nowhere near where I used to be, and I'm still lifting weights and running, so it's a much different weight. What I experienced while I was at my lowest weight ever really changed how I think of weight loss and body image. No matter what you look like, there will always be haters. If you're happy and healthy, then that's the most important thing. Other people's opinions and words can still hurt even if you know they're not true, and life is too damn short to be constantly worrying about it. Sorry, got a little off topic, but I just had this conversation with a male friend, and he couldn't understand. His reaction was, I don't get it. You're so hard on yourself. You're beautiful. But all it takes is 1 or 2 people to say some stupid nasty thing for no reason to tear that good image down and the feeling down. I just needed a vent. This is only kind of related, but I noticed with my weight loss, I'm getting a ton of male and female attention. I feel like I can relate, because most of my life I've been invisible with regards to that. It's weird that I'm catching a bunch of people staring at me, or randomly making small talk for no reason, or giving me things like money and coupons. Say a cashier saying, don't worry about the 33 cents you're short, or a customer in line handing me a coupon that she wasn't going to use anyways, while laughing. I'm not 100% sure why it's so hard to be okay with it. I do think it kind of highlights how superficial most of society is. It does have its pros, I suppose, and if I have a choice, I should be a glass half full type of person and just accept it and be happy. I can take advantage of the pros and just ignore the cons. I'm in the same boat. Pretty much my whole adult life, I've been very overweight. Now I'm healthy, and it's weird. I've spent loads on a new wardrobe as I now fit into small t-shirts, 30 waist jeans, and small jumpers. I've always been extra large minimum. I'm a male, and I mean, it feels weird to say, but I'm struggling a bit to adjust, but also loving it. I'm also so much healthier myself, and that's great. I no longer get exhausted walking or have terrible sleep and stomach problems. Well done, you've done great. And that brings us to the end of the video, Narwhals. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please tap subscribe to join our awesome community, the Narwhals, and for more weight loss stories that help you stay on track. And here's our featured Narwhal of the day. My goal was 3 miles in 25 minutes, since I did 30 min, but I kept failing that, so I just did 4 in 40.